Hello friend, today we are studying the introduction and classification of fishing gear part first by the Rohini Sudhakar Chauhan, Science College, Nanded, B.Sc. 2nd Year, paper number 9, unit number 1. Introduction. The tool used to capture the aquatic organism are collectively called fishing gears. Mainly two types of gears, active gears and passive gears. Various types are present. Each variety determines the target species, availability, material, sea bottom, nature of the coastline, level of mechanization, etc. Degrades. Active gears used to capture the benthic and sessile organism, usually in the form of a metallic frame or a cage, which is a strong netting is attached. Cage has a mouth present to the sea bed during the fishing. It lowers the jaw, usually metal bar teeth like structure, which are the 9 to 15 cm long. These teeth allow the seabed and to disturb the target species. The degrade is degraded over a soft seabed where the bivalve mollusks live in the surface mud, which are trapped in the rear end of the degrade or net. Operation is a degrade is harm to the nature by considerably disturbing the seabed. These are the traps. Traps, large stationary nets or pots or barriers or gears allow the fish to enter the trap but making it impossible to leave the catching chamber. Traps are the bed or not. Traps or pot operate slightly differently net and entangling nets. Pots. Passive gear. Artisanal fisheries. Show area. Made a netting which is attached to the metal or wooden frame. They all have a one by mower funnel entrance that narrow toward the interior. Have a door. These pictures show the pots. When the pots is set on a seabed, their position may make with a surface float attached to the pot by the line. In some artisanal fishery, pots are attached at the interval to the long line. Design is adapted to target species. Sometimes pot will be bent or encourage a target species to enter it. These are the crab pot, prawn pot, lobster pot. Advantages: low cost, one man and or family enough to operate. The species caught are economic value. Disadvantages: sometimes non-targeted species may be caught or by a catch. Captured species may die relatively quickly and start to decay if left too long in a pot. The object and pot may be a cylinder to which hooks are attached. These species gears used in a Spanish Mediterranean coast called as caduceus or caduceus. Car tire pieces are used to caught the octopus. Traps, usually bigger than the pot. Traps fixed to the sea bed in a shallow or a inshore site. Traps may place in a coastal lagoons. A common type of traps is a stake to the sea bed and perpendicular to shore. It extends the several materials and the end is curved. Low negative environmental impact. Some trap like a pot may be baited at attached species of interest. Wild octopus trap from the Japan. Floating trap. Bent trap from the coastal floating plan or Benin. Species set a net are used as a traps. Flake net, show net, stow net, pond net, aerial net. Fake net set of a shallow water, particularly in a tidal zone, trap in a equator to seabed. This is a picture showing the fake nets. Pond nets, elaborate structure, stuck to a seabed in a shallow water. One part of the pond net guides the fish into main pond and bottom net shape in a prevent the escape. Stow nets usually form a elongated cone and pyramid with a mouth with a open by frame. Stick it in seabed, net and trap placed with a mouse across a current, mouth across a current in river and estuaries. Aerial net, special form of barriers, set of shallow water between a bottom and surface, designed to catch a jumping fish, flying fish. There are some other gears used in a estuarial fishery. Crapu, Sirakulavai, Rail Kodu, Pari Kodu. Karakpu, passive gear, catch the place around the fish and other organism. Rail Kudu, passive gear, used to catch the prawn and shrimp made by the bamboo and wooden. Shrikuali, passive gear, very popular in a show and near the show area of North Sri Lanka. It is known as a Kurukuwalia. Strike net having a complete arrangement. Cast net, throw net, active gear and artisanal gear. Structure is usually circle with a small weight disturbed around its edge. It is usually shallow water. The net is thrown by hand in such manner that spread over the water and shrink, and the technique is called as a net casting. This net is usually catch the small belt and forange fish. Advantages: the cost of net is easy to use and value is of money. Prefer well and perfect cast every time. Disadvantages: it can be used only in a artisanal fishery. Left net. Left net is a horizontal netting, planes and or bag shaped like a pyramid with the open facing upward. They are submerged at the certain depth. Left net are usually set more or less flat on the bottom. These nets are operated by the lifting a mechanism, which is normally operated physically by human. Left net is a very common along of the bank of the river estuaries. Thank you.